So let's talk about how close the market is to breaking a support level that it has not broken pretty much in all of 2023. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with TechBud Solutions. One of the things that I quickly want to show you is one of the trades that I took. My LPP team saw this happen from my first initial trade. They got the whole breakdown on why I went into SQQQ, why I saw potential in the recovery. I mean, it's very easy to see based off of Friday's highs and based off of where we opened up at. There was lack of progress on the downside. We're showing signs of a support. It was already beginning to indicate signs of a reversal. I added more to it, and it just played out very perfectly. And so far on the day, I'm up about 10K on the day. But one of the things that I quickly want to talk about is on this 1 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame. We are testing a very critical support range. This is on the 4 hour, and this is the moving average. As you can see, the Nasdaq market has been incredibly bullish for pretty much all of 2023. There has been some times that we've tested, the support at this moving average, but we haven't really made lower lows below the moving average. And I mean, we literally have a perfect recipe to either fully recover or really break below and do something we haven't done, and that's sell off for 2023. And why is this a perfect recipe? Well, we're testing a critical support range on the technical side. On top of that, if you look at what's to come this week, we have the CPI data report on August 10th, which is Thursday. I think I actually said it was Wednesday. I do apologize. It looks like it's Thursday, August 10th. And then on Friday, August 11th, we have that PPI data report. You guys know that the overall CPI data report is the, how we determine inflation. Is inflation going up or is inflation going down? And based off of that, we'll determine if the market goes up or down, right? So this week is going to be super significant for the overall market and how it actually reacts to what is going on here on the technical side. You guys can try to guesstimate. I mean, I'm taking it day by day. I took my trade on SQQQ. I plan to close it out by the end of the day. I do not know if the Nasdaq market is going to break below this moving average. All I know is that if we do break below this moving average, be ready for a decent size pullback, and that's going to be in favor of SQQQ. But just like anything, right? I had one of our members ask me this morning what I think is most likely going to happen, and well, market's been so bullish, and I sent out a message to all of our LPP traders and reminding them that right now is not a time to be greedy as a bear. And what I mean is, if the market's been so incredibly bullish for the past 8 months, what makes us think as bears that, okay, well, this time it's different? No, we need to give more weight to the bulls, right? We need to, the bulls have the ground to stand on, that the market's been more bullish than it has been bearish. Therefore, we're more likely to potentially recover, right? But like we always know, right, our job is not to predict the future. Our job is to prepare for it, which is why I like talking about both sides. Are we going to bounce off of this moving average and begin to recover back to previous highs? That would be in favor of the bulls. Or are we going to stay patient, wait for this confirmation, the break below the moving average, and actually begin to sell off? Your ability to hold yourself accountable. I mean, you can try to predict, you can try to hope. At the end of the day, it means absolutely nothing. We all know that, right? In the next few days, as it begins to determine its direction, that will determine your ability to really be tested with your patience and your discipline to hold yourself accountable and not trade when direction is favorable. And I don't mean not trade at all. I just mean that if you're going to take a very aggressive position because you think it's going to recover or fully sell off, then at that point, you are jumping the gun, right? If you're taking a day trade, then that is completely different, as you might see a different type of intraday opportunity, right? But when it comes down to this big play, I mean, let's do the math, right? From overall lows to previous highs, we have a 4.39% potential for recovery, which means for the triple leverage ETFs, as in TQs, that would be 3 times that. So we're talking about a 12 to 13% move. That's a huge move, right? But I would like to wait for confirmation to validate that we're going to hold above the moving average. But just like we have a big move on the way up, we also have huge potential downside, right? We've been bullish all year. So if we do break that major support level, who knows how low we can go, right? We have huge downside risk, which means huge upside potential for SQQQ if we get that confirmation. But it's all based off of getting that confirmation. So there's no reason to overcomplicate it. My big focus for this week, this is going to be a very, very big week for me. I'm on track to break 200,000, right? And because of that, in just the past 2.5 weeks of trading, I want to make sure that I work towards my goal. And that's not going to happen based off of what I hope happens, but based off of staying disciplined, waiting for confirmation, and locking in profits or managing my risk when direction or patterns are favorable, right? So just wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of the up and coming CPI data report. That's going to be on Thursday, PPI data report. That's going to be on Friday. And of course, where I currently see the market testing a major support level. And you guys let me know down in the comment section. What are you doing to prepare, right? You don't need to predict. You don't need to be like, okay, I need to jump into TQs or I need to jump into SQQ. It's not about that, right? Because none of us know. None of us know exactly what's going to happen. But it's all about a plan of action based off of either way, right? Because true traders can make money on bull markets and bear markets. And we all know that, right? The only people that freak out when the market sells off are those that simply did not prepare. So what are you doing to prepare? That's going to be my question to you. You can let me know down in the comment section, or just, again, another word of encouragement just to kind of get things going, and hopefully you create a plan of action for yourself that meets your needs. So I appreciate your time. Wanted to just keep you guys up to date very quickly. Excited to work towards my goal. And again, if you want the ability to watch me trade live, I traded live today. I trade live every single morning. And if you want to be able to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, that's going to be the second link in the description down below. I really do appreciate you guys' time. If you have any questions, shoot me a direct message via Discord, and that's the first link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.